San Francisco, months of heated negotiations came to an end today as Mayor Daniel Lurie signed off on the city's $15.9 billion budget.
That's after major cuts slashed a nearly $800 million deficit. ABC 7 News political reporter Monica Madden is here now. And Monica, how were negotiations different this year?
Kristen and Karina, the deficit was the big dilemma, but negotiations might have been worse if it weren't for the moderate majority on the Board of Supervisors. Opposition over labor contracts mostly got sorted out, and there were minor cuts to basic services, but with reductions to nonprofits and departments, not everyone is calling this budget a win. San Francisco Mayor Daniel Lurie hailing the city's two-year budget as a win.
We built a budget that is responsible, balanced, and focused on the priorities that will move San Francisco forward.
Facing a structural deficit, the city chose to eliminate thousands of vacant positions, laid off about 40 employees, and reduced funding for nonprofits and departments.
There was no magic fix, but rather than punting the problem to another year, another set of leaders, or another generation, we met it head on.
Notably, the city set aside $400 million for reserves, with the expectation of more cuts from the Trump administration.
We have also prepared ourselves for the reality of this federal government and their planned draconian cuts that will impact San Franciscans who rely on Medicaid and housing subsidies.
Supervisor Jackie Fielder, a no-show at the signing as the board's only no vote.
While programs serving immigrants, families, BIPOC, and LGBTQ communities were gutted, law enforcement walked away with more money. And for what? So they can moonlight as private security?
The freshman from the mission slamming SFPD's overtime budget and $7 million of cuts to Muni.
While SFMTA is sitting on $140 million in reserves. They could have made a different choice. They didn't. Working people in this city are ignored and deprioritized.
Lurie says one key difference from previous budget years is the use of one-time funds. The Department of Public Works getting roughly $17 million annually for capital improvements like street repairs downtown.
Whether you're taking the bus or riding your bike, if the street is not smooth, it can really impact you. So it's really important for the city's comeback that everyone feels safe, whatever form of transportation they take.
But homelessness advocates are concerned about the future of some services.
A lot of the behavioral health services were funded with one-time money, creating a $40 million shortfall. All the shelter services were funded with one-time money. Unfortunately, when you cut too much on the health and human services side, all that prevention goes away and you end up needing more on the criminal justice side. So it works against itself.
Another major aspect of this budget deal gives the mayor's office more power when it comes to spending revenue from that 2018 Proposition C. That was a tax increase for homelessness initiatives. And in an 8-3 vote, the Board of Supervisors relinquished its ability to veto mayoral spending if it's under $19 million.